Okay, so we are out here at Aquascape headquarters for a little inspiration. They've got ponds all over the place, retailing fish and plants. We want to check this place out and see all the great waterfalls. Wendy's all excited. It's a little 10 by 14 ecosystem pond. You can see they got a skimmer at one end, pumping the water up to the top of the waterfall. Your filter's up there, buried in the ground. Water circulates down, comes down, just keeps working its way right back. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so this place is absolutely amazing. Every turn you go around, there's just another display somewhere. There are ponds and streams and all the retail products, and very cool setup. Completely envious of the space, especially. This area is just one pond after another, water features everywhere. We've got little displays all around, great inspiration about what we strive to be. It's the reason we come out here to Aquascape. The manufacturer has their hands all around the country and actually ponds around the world, retailers around the world, and they've really got it dialed in. And it's a great time to walk around, and just this building alone is just massive. At one point, it was the largest green roof in the Northern Hemisphere. So this just massive building, if you don't know what a green roof is all like a wild meadow on the top. And so definitely a very green building, great inspiration, doing everything and doing their part to work with Mother Nature and not against her. And this place is just awe-inspiring. Let's take a look at from the upper views. Okay, we are up top, and this place is just absolutely massive. And standing in the middle of their full-fledged gym, jacuzzis, hot spas, they really pay attention and focus on making sure their employees have a culture of healthy living in general. So lighthearted, work hard, play hard mentality, and but from up here you can definitely get a perspective on the entire layout. Let's take a look at this. So right in here you can see down at the offices, you can see the retail space way out in the distance. Down here is where all the magic's happening. Greg's office to the side, but when you turn, it's all windows, and this is the view. This is just the beginning of extremely large recreational pond, kind of the first one that we started seeing back at the beginning. We were involved with building this back in 2008 at that year's Pondemonium training. Amazing to see it naturalizing as time goes on. Okay, so don't tell anybody. But as I mentioned earlier, this building has, at the time when it was installed, was the largest green roof. For those of you who don't really know what a green roof is, it means that instead of asphalt or shingles or anything else on the top, it's plants, it's vegetation. So therefore it absorbs all that sun heat, cools the building, also captures some rainwater when it comes down. Most environmentally friendly way of doing a roof ever. But I found a random ladder right behind me that just seems to go up there. Let's take a peek. okay, it's nothing special to look at, but man, is it impressive. Just the size of this thing, just absolutely massive. But it's just, if you plopped in and just looked at that, you would think you're out in the middle of a forest. Not a forest, but a field. Just vegetation, all that rain comes down. I believe they even pump some water out of the streams to keep this growing. But man, that all absorbs some of that hot afternoon sun. Definitely helps keep the building cooler, cutting down on energy expenses. What a little more in scale, the vast size of all that pond. When we were involved with this back in 2008, I believe, the hole was dug and this was prepped, but this whole thing was built in the 4 or 5 days of Pondemonium. Massive amounts of work, massive amounts of talent. Contractors from around the world came down here to be involved with this, and it was awesome to see it come together as time went on. Okay, so behind me is what they call the Grotto. And no, this isn't the Playboy Mansion. But on first sense, it's just a hidden little cave. When you start going underneath here, this was all put together. This was actually the East Coast crew, what they call slate work. And you can see right here, every single one of these little pieces was chipped up, and there was 2 or 3 people all day long for 4 or 5 days. I think they were prepping even longer. They just built this little cave. And then you look right out the sun to that. Complete perspective from underwater of that waterfall. It is just so cool. There's just so much to see here as you go around, and you just start looking at all the different areas and all the different applications that you could do back at home, clearly on a smaller layer. But if you have the space and the budget, you too can have all of that. But it's so cool. Just gonna check it out now from the jumping off.